mileage, the amount of time you can stay on the saddle. So the today's topic which we will be talking on is, can we tour on Yamaha MT-15? So there are many aspects to look onto that. Yes, we can. It all depends on the rider. So yes, we can tour on Yamaha MT-15 because I have taken a few of the long distance rides on this bike and it didn't put me down. So it is really a wonderful motorcycle with a good and extensive amount of mileage. Okay, let's just jump onto the highway. So yeah, okay, so in terms of mileage, this bike will never let you down, and the power delivery is amazing. The Yamaha MT-15 and Yamaha R15 V3 share the same engine, and the power delivery of both the bikes is somewhat different. It is slightly negligible, but the Yamaha MT-15 is completely into touring, and Yamaha R15 V3 is into the racing kind of thing due to its aggressive posture. So yeah, and when it comes to the MT-15 BS6 variant, power delivery, I mean the horsepower of the bike is low, which is around 18.4 bhp, and the BS4 variant comes with a 19.2. so I don't think it will make a lot of difference, but yeah. So the major factors when it comes to touring is the mileage, the amount of time you can stay on the saddle. Is MT suitable for touring? So far, yes. And let me check how many kilometers I have covered on my MT. Okay, so I bought my MT-15 BS6 on 15th of December 2020, and it's been just 6 months I have been riding this machine. So all the 6,000 kilometers which I have clocked is only on touring. I am much impressed with the power delivery and the torque it has. The torque is not up to the mark, but for this 155cc segment, this particular machine is a boom. I can definitely cruise on this machine at 70 to 80 kilometers per hour to get an amazing mileage of 45 kilometer per liter to 50 kilometer per liter, which excites me to go on to the long distance touring every single time. And the last time I rode was while I was going to Hyderabad on this, and trust me, you know, the tank capacity is just 9.5 liters, and it can go up to 350 to 400 kilometers without stopping. So that is what I did while I was on a ride to Hyderabad. I had to take few pit stops just because of the weather, which was too damn hot. So I had to okay, go. When it comes to riding in the city, this machine will definitely blow your mind because the power delivery is always good in terms of touring, as well as the street bike which we can use inside the city. So this bike can be used for touring as well as the city rides. And yeah, I was talking about the luggage part, where we won't be able to put the tail bag as well as the saddle bags because there is so much less space, and the sari guard is like so much below. It won't stop the luggage, so the luggage will definitely go inside the tire, which has to be looked for. So I have made couple of mods, such as the top rack as well as the saddle stays. So this is helping me a lot to put up a top box of 32 liters where I can put my laptop, my luggage and everything in that. And if I want to go on a really long distance touring for 10 to 15 days, then I can definitely go for saddle bags as well as the tail bag. So yeah, so the one major concern which I am not much impressed with the bike is the seat. So the seat is really hard and it is not letting me go beyond 50 to 60 kilometers. So just because of the hard seat, my bum is getting numb. I would recommend MT-15 to be on the touring side. If you really think that MT-15 is not for touring just because of the 155cc engine, then I would say you should definitely try out. Okay, so coming on to the luggage part, luggage system, it can be solved by buying a top rack and a saddle stay. So it will definitely help you out for your luggage and stuff. And there comes the seat. So I have to make few changes for my seat. I mean, even if you're buying a MT-15, you should definitely go for a seat upgrade. It will definitely cost you for more than 5,000 rupees if you are investing on a really very comfortable seat. So we do have few things which we can put up in the budget. So when it comes to the budget constraint, then we can definitely go for Butt Crazy, the AirSail seat. So the AirSail seat will definitely help you in terms of long distance touring, where you can stretch your ride for 200 to 250 kilometers according to your body's posture and rest of the things. So for the body posture, yeah, definitely yes, because last time when I was on my Golden Quadrilateral ride, I was riding my RC200 and I was using the Butt Crazy AirSail seat. I used to ride for around 200 to 250 kilometers at a stretch while I was doing 900 to 1000 kilometers per day. So it is definitely worth an investment rather than going for 5,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees seat investment. So that Butt Crazy AirSail seat would definitely won't cost you more than 2,000 bucks. So 2,000 rupees will really serve you for 3 to 4 long years, because the seat which I was using while I was on my Golden Quadrilateral trip, it served me for more than 4 years. So it will definitely, it is the 2,000 rupees will be the investment for your next 3 to 4 years and your comfort. So you should definitely look into that. And apart from that, everything looks good. And the other mods which I have done, you can see that on the modifications video. So one major question comes in is whether an 150cc bike can do a long distance touring or not. So yes, definitely, as it is a oil cooled engine, you can definitely ride this bike for much longer kilometers without stops. But definitely this MT-15 and R15's engine, which is definitely a bulletproof engine, and it will definitely help you out in terms of touring as well as if you are going on to the racetracks, as it is a higher revving engine. So definitely you can do it on the roads. So the sweet spot for my MT-15 in terms of touring is you can cruise definitely at around 100 to 110 kilometers an hour, which is not recommended. But if you love the speed, if you have the gear, helmet and everything, every safety, then you can definitely go beyond 100 to 110. So what my recommendation will be, if you are looking for a bike within the budget and for the longer runs and the engine reliability in terms of mileage and the maintenance cost, so I would definitely recommend you to go for MT-15. But you have to make couple of changes in order to ride this bike for longer distance touring. So you can keep this in mind. So this is me who is riding this MT-15 for long distance kilometers, and I didn't have a bad feedback, and I was definitely getting a mileage of 40 kilometers per liter and more than that sometimes when I was cruising at 80 an hour. So I don't go beyond 90 to 95 kilometers an hour. If sometimes I get a good stretch, then I would definitely push it to the limits. I like around 115 to 120 kilometers an hour, or sometimes 125. So it is not recommended to hit those speeds while you are on touring. If you want to save your time, fuel, and your amount of energy for the body and the bike, I would recommend you to cruise at 80 kilometers to 90 kilometers an hour. So what happens here is, if you cruise at 80 to 90 kilometers an hour constantly, for a moment of time I am cruising at 6000 rpm, which is 80 kilometers an hour. If I maintain the same pace for longer distance touring, and if I maintain the same 120 kilometers per an hour on long distance touring, the time difference will be not more than 10 minutes. If I'm maintaining 120, I will reach 10 minutes prior. It depends on the traffic, and it depends on the road and traffic conditions. So the 80 kilometers would be an ideal speed in terms of mileage and everything. So my recommendation for this bike is, yes, you can definitely go for it. And I know this bike is a bit much more overpriced, but the only reason I bought this bike is because of the mileage, the maintenance cost, and the reliability of the engine. Actually, this topic was discussed by one of my friend and my subscriber and my follower on Instagram. And if you have any doubts regarding MT-15 on touring, you can definitely hit me up on my Instagram handle, which is rajkiran_7. So I will definitely look forward for your comments and feedbacks. If you really like the video, do give a thumbs up. If you want to give a feedback on this video, do share your feedback in the comment sections below. And last but not the least, if you haven't subscribed, just go below and hit the red button and support me. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Rajkiran Vlogs signing off.